The second topic in chapter 4 is the moles. First, the definition of the mole. The standard definition of the mole. It is amount of substance. Like how? What is the meaning of the mole? It is amount of substance which contain 6 exponent 23 particles. So amount of a substance which contains 6 exponent 23 particles, that amount is known as a mole. That we call that as a 1 mole of a substance. But how we know like which amount will have this 6 exponent 23 particles? So a simple definition of the mole, this is a standard definition, but for understanding the simple definition of the mole, it is atomic mass or molecular mass expressed in gram. So when atomic mass or molecular mass expressed in gram, what we call that as a mole of a substance. But in exam, if they ask define mole, don't write this second definition. Always write the first definition, which is a standard one. It is amount of substance which contains 6 exponent 23 particles. But for your understanding, you can understand this mole easily, that it is atomic mass or molecular mass expressed in gram. Example, we have sodium. Sodium is 11 and 23. So what is the mass of sodium here? Atomic mass. What is the atomic mass of sodium? So atomic mass of sodium is 23 AMU, atomic mass unit. That's right. So we have 23. That 23 AMU is the mass of sodium. But if we have 23 grams of sodium, what we will say? We will say we have 1 mole of sodium. So when we have the same atomic mass in grams, we call that as a mole of a substance. And if we have 1 mole of sodium, how many particles will be there inside? It will have 6 into 10 power 23 particles, or because it is an atom, so it will be atoms. Same way, if I write calcium, so if 23 grams is 1 mole, if I write 46 grams of sodium, then how many moles will be there? 2 moles will be there. And the number of the particle will be twice, like 1 mole contains 6 exponent 23. So 2 moles contain 12 exponent 23 atoms. Even it can be half mole as well, like half of 23 is 11.5. So if I have 11.5 grams of sodium, it means I have half mole of sodium. And half mole of sodium, how many? 1 mole contains 6 exponent 23. So half mole will have 3 exponent 23 atoms. Is it clear? That's the basic idea about the moles. Basically, if we have atomic mass or molecular mass, when we express that in gram, we call that as a mole of a substance. Another example, water, which is H2O, hydrogen is 1 multiplied by 2 plus oxygen is 16, so total will be 18. So if we have 18 grams of water, how many moles will be there? It will be 1 mole. And 1 mole of water, how many particles will be there? 6 into 10 to the power 23. But because water H2O is a molecule, so it will have 6 exponent 23 molecules. If we have 36 gram of water, So 36 gram of water means we will have 2 moles of water, and 2 moles of water will have 12 exponent 23 molecules. But if we have 9 grams of water, it means we will have half mole of water, and that will be have 3 exponent 23 molecules of water. So the idea of the moles is it is amount of substance which contain Avogadro's particle, and atomic mass or molecular mass when it is expressed in gram, that is termed as a mole of a substance. Then finding the moles, if you want to find the moles, there are two ways to find the moles. Number one, you can use a formula. Number two, you can use a ratio. So if you want to find the moles, we can use a formula to find the moles, or we can use a ratio to find the moles. For ratio, we will use the equation. But first you have to learn the formulas. There are 4 formulas to calculate the moles. Number one, moles equal mass in gram divided by atomic or molecular mass. This is the first formula to get the moles. The second formula, and which condition you will use this formula, if mass of a substance is given. The second formula, if volume of the gas is given. The second formula for moles, moles equal volume of the gas in decimeter cube divided by 24. That is a second formula to calculate the moles. And this is valid if the volume of a gas is given. If concentration and volume of the solution are given, in that case you will use moles equal concentration of the solution multiply by volume of solution. The fourth formula, if number of particles are given, so if they provide you the number of the particle, then the formula to calculate the moles is equals to number of the particle divided by 6 exponent 23. And this 6 exponent 23 is also known as Avogadro's constant, named after a chemist. He was the one using a mathematical equations, he worked out this number of the particle. So this 6 exponent 23 is also known as Avogadro's constant. So these are the 4 formulas of the moles. Number 1, if the mass is given. Number 2, if the volume of a gas is given. Number 3, if the concentration and the volume of the solution are given. And number 4, if the number of the particles are given. I will give an example. I'll give an example how you will solve a question related to the moles. But first I want everyone to copy the formulas because you have to memorize these formulas. About the ratio, it's not that difficult for ratios. It's directly, you can use simple ratio to get the answer. But formulas you have to memorize, and after memorization you can solve the question related to moles. So first I want everyone to copy these four formulas because I will give example. Now example, say the equation is given. Combustion of 20 grams of methane produce carbon dioxide and water. So we burn 20 gram of methane, the carbon dioxide and water are produced. The balance equation is there that for a methane CH4 burned in the presence of oxygen, complete combustion result in a formation of carbon dioxide and water vapors. Now, sorry. First we have to balance this equation. Carbon, when combustion equation is there, start with carbon followed by hydrogen and at the last oxygen. So one carbon is balanced, hydrogen we put 2, and oxygen it's 4, so we put 2, oxygen is also balanced. So this is a balance equation. Now the question is, the first part, find moles of methane reacted. That is the first part. So how to get the moles of methane reacted? The mass of the methane is given, mass in gram is given. So how I'll get the moles, which formula I will use to get the moles? If mass is given, so I will use the first formula, moles equal mass in gram divided by atomic mass or molecular mass. So the moles equal mass in gram divided by, because methane is a molecule, so I will write molecular mass. The mass in gram, it's given 20. But what about the molecular mass? How to get the molecular mass? Carbon in methane, the formula of methane is CH4. So carbon is 12 plus hydrogen is 1 multiplied by 4. So actually it will be 16. So 20 divided by 16. What's the answer for 20 divided by 16? It is 1.25 moles. So that is done. We got the moles of methane, CH4. Now the second part, find moles of oxygen reacted. Now to find the moles of oxygen reacted, we don't have anything related to oxygen. We don't have the mass of oxygen, we don't have the volume of oxygen, and this third formula cannot be valid for gases. It's only for acid, alkalis and salt solution. So we don't have anything related to oxygen. So if we don't know anything about that substance, what we will use? We will use a ratio for that. And which ratio we'll use? Because we know the moles of methane, so we will use the ratio of methane and oxygen. What is the ratio of the methane and oxygen? According to the equation, what is the ratio? If one methane is there, If one methane is there, how many oxygen it need? It need 2 oxygen. So in the question we have 1.25 methane. How much oxygen will be there? X. Cross multiply. So 1.25 multiplied by 2, that will be equal to 2.5 moles. Is it clear? For oxygen, we did not use a formula. We use a ratio. Why we use a ratio? Because we don't have any information about oxygen. Only the thing which is given is about the methane. The second part is find moles of oxygen. In the question, nothing is given related to oxygen. If nothing is given related to oxygen, so you cannot use a formula. So then in that case, what you have to do, you have to use a ratio. And how you will use a ratio for this? Because you already have methane in the question, you have 1.25 methane. Methane and oxygen, the ratio is 1:2. So if 1.25 methane is there, according to the equation, 1 mole of methane gives react with 2 moles of oxygen. If 1.25 moles of methane, X moles of oxygen will be there, cross multiply, you will get the moles of oxygen. Is it clear? The second part. So when nothing is given, you will use the ratio. If information is given, you will use the formula. I'm using the same equation. Now the question is 20 or 200 cm cube of oxygen reacted with methane. The first part of the question, find moles of oxygen. So we want the moles of oxygen. First we will check what is given. About the oxygen, volume is given. Volume of gas is given. So if volume of gas is given, which formula we will use? If volume of gas is given, moles equal volume of gas divided by 24. But that is volume of a gas in dm cube divided by 24. But here it is given in cm cube. So what we have to do, first we have to convert centimeter cube into decimeter cube. So if you want to convert the centimeter cube into decimeter cube, you will divide by 1000. So 200 divided by 1000. So volume in decimeter cube will be 0.2 and divided by 24. So moles of a gas volume in dm cube divided by 24. 0.2 divided by 24. What's the answer for this? 0.2 divided by 24. 0.0. You can write in exponent as well, or you can write in decimal. So 0.0083 moles. So these are the moles of oxygen. The second part of the question, find moles of carbon dioxide formed. Find moles of carbon dioxide formed. So how we can find the moles of carbon dioxide? Is there anything given related to carbon dioxide? So nothing is given related to carbon dioxide. If you don't have any information or a complete information, what you will use? You will use a ratio. Now, which ratio? The thing which is given to you, or you know, like we know the moles of oxygen. So we will take a ratio between oxygen and carbon dioxide. What is the ratio of oxygen and carbon dioxide? It's 2 is to 1. But in the question, how many moles are there for oxygen? 0.0083. Then X moles of carbon dioxide. Cross multiply. What's the final answer? So 2x is equals to 0.0083 and 0.0083 divided by 2, that is 0.0041. 7, right, in 3 significant figure, that will be moles. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt in this part? Another example, say magnesium is reacting with hydrochloric acid. It will give magnesium chloride MgCl2 plus hydrogen gas. The equation must be balanced. Now the question is 20 cm cube of 2.5 mole per dm cube HCl reacted with magnesium. The first part, A part, find moles of magnesium reacted. How many moles of magnesium reacted? So how to get the moles of magnesium which reacted? Because this is now a solution, acid, alkali and salt, their solutions are there. So the formula when solutions are there, it's concentration into volume, but volume of solution in decimeter cube. So the formula is moles equal concentration multiplied by volume of solution in decimeter cube. So concentration of the solution is given 2.5. So the volume of solution is in cm cube. So we have to convert into decimeter cube. How to convert you can substitute the value in the formula and then divide by 1000, or you can in the beginning you can divide by 1000 and substitute in the formula. What's the answer for this? 0.05. So 0.05 moles are there for HCl. Then the second part, part B, find moles of concentration multiplied by volume is equals to mole. So the second part, find moles of hydrogen. So how to get the moles of hydrogen? Nothing is related, no information about hydrogen. So what you will do if nothing is given? So if nothing is given, we'll use the ratio. And which ratio we will use? Because HCl we worked out, so HCl and hydrochloric acid and hydrogen, according to the equation, always use the equation for ratio 2 is to 1. If 2 is to 1 is the ratio, we have 0.05 moles of HCl. How many moles of hydrogen will be there? X. What's the answer for this? So 0.025 moles of hydrogen will be there. Look, in the first part, the volume of hydrochloric acid is given and the concentration is given. When concentration and volumes are given, the formula to calculate the moles is concentration multiplied by volume. So you multiply the concentration, which is 2.5, with the volume, but volume is in cm cube, so you have to divide by 1000 to convert into dm cube. So 20 divided by 1000, so it will be 0.02. So here, instead of writing 20 divided by 1000, because that is converting into dm cube, I can write here 0.02. And then when we multiply this, we'll get the moles of HCl. The next part, we need find the moles of hydrogen. So for moles of hydrogen, about hydrogen, no information. So we use a ratio between HCl, because HCl, we know about HCl, and we are finding for hydrogen, so ratio is 2:1, and we get the moles of hydrogen. Another example, calcium carbonate decompose into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Find the A part, moles of calcium carbonate in 25 grams. So we have the mass of calcium carbonate. If we know the mass of a substance, we can find the moles. The formula is moles equal mass in gram divided by molecular mass. So mass in gram, it's 25. Now what about the molecular mass? You have to use a periodic table for that. Molecular mass of calcium carbonate, calcium is 40 when you will use the periodic table, carbon is 12 and oxygen is 16. So when you use the periodic table, mass of calcium carbonate, calcium is 40 plus carbon is 12 plus oxygen is 16 multiplied by 3. So that will be 100. So 25 divided by 100. That's equal to 0.25 moles. So these are the moles of calcium carbonate. The second part, if we want to find moles of calcium oxide. So how to find the moles of calcium oxide? To find the moles of calcium oxide, because no information is given related to calcium oxide, so what you will do, you will use a ratio. Now how to use a ratio? Because calcium carbonate is given and the ratio between the calcium carbonate, the ratio between calcium carbonate and calcium oxide, when you check the equation, nothing is written, it means 1. So ratio between them is 1:1. So if you have 0.25 moles of calcium carbonate, how many moles of calcium oxide will be there? X. So it will be the same amount. So it will be 0.25 moles. If the ratio is same, like 1 is to 1, then you will get the same answer. Same way, if part C was there, find moles of hydrogen. So if you want moles of hydrogen, sorry, find moles of carbon dioxide, not hydrogen, because hydrogen even it's not in the part of the question. So if you want carbon dioxide, so calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide, because no information about carbon dioxide. So again the ratio is 1 is to 1. So if 0.25 is there, this will be same. So you will get the same 0.25 moles of carbon dioxide. Is it clear how we use the moles? You can use the ratio or you can use the formula. Ratio in the case when nothing is given, information is not clear, like some missing parts are there related to the question. And formula, if information is complete, then you will use a formula. We'll do more examples. Moles actually is based on the practice. There are different types of questions in the mole. This because today is the first lecture related to moles, so we just did the introduction part. Now, for the second class, I want everyone to memorize these formulas, because tomorrow I will give different types of questions which are also related to moles. So try to memorize these four formulas. Any question related to the class today? So I'll end the session and share this with you.